and with the storyline going on with Jimmy and Jay and the Bloodline, Sammy, it's been absolutely wonderful. Still missing the tribal chief. He just kind of comes and goes when he wants to. Paul Heyman said he would be here next Friday on SmackDown, but he didn't say where he was going to be. Where he needs to be is on Raw, because there hasn't been anything between Cody and Roman. Now we just saw Rhea and Charlotte, which we're going to get into in a few minutes. But yeah, Roman is. I feel like Roman is scared. I feel like even Roman knows that he's about to crumble. The bloodline is about to crumble because he won't even go for. He's never been like this. Even in January when Kevin Owens was like, I want the championship match at Royal Rumble, he was like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. I'm dealing with something else. I'll give it, yeah, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. And that, so I kind of think that's where he is right now. Just not caring. He's letting everything get to his head. It's been to his head, honestly. But yeah, I think he may be just a little bit afraid of Cody. I don't think Cody is one of those guys who will just like jump out of nowhere and give you a super kick. You know what I mean? That's more Roman shit, you know? But he just wants to go one-on-one. And also, I think they're trying to think of a great conversation to have between the two. Because it's just been Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman has been getting deep, talking about his father, talking about how his father, it didn't have money at a certain time, and that's a hard pill to swallow and hard to hear, especially when his dad has passed away. But I want to hear what Roman has to say, that's really going to tug at the heartstrings. That's really going to make Cody just pissed off and just kind of go at him and fight him. And I want to see what Roman's going to say to get that reaction out of Cody, man, because Cody isn't that reactional, I guess if that's a word, of a person. But if you get him there, just like everybody else, I mean, at the end of the day, he's still a wrestler. So yeah, man, I that's what I want to see. Roman keeps running, he keeps ducking. You know how you 5'3" and keep ducking. So Roman's still doing it. No, so yeah, Roman is 6'3", but there's just like, there was an old battle rap. There was an old battle rap when a dude said, "How is such and such 5'3" and you still ducking?" Like he was trying to, not trying to have the battle with old boy. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. He keep running away from it. It's good, man. You can't know everything, bro. You can't know everything. But yes, okay. So that's the story that's been going on SmackDown, the main storyline, right? So what we're gonna talk about now is Imperium versus Ricochet, Braun Strowman, and Madcap Moss. This is what started off the episode. Imperium, Gunther, I apologize, looks absolutely phenomenal. He always does. Him and Braun, I kind of see it for him and Braun at WrestleMania. I kind of like that. I kind of see that going somewhere. Braun, I don't think is as good as a wrestler as Gunther. He will put on a good match, though. I'm not going to take anything away from Braun. But yeah, if they do it, I want this to be a hard-hitting match. Braun and Gunther, if you're going to do it at WrestleMania, you got to make it hard. You got to make it tough. You got to do something in the cage. You got to do something where one of them lifts the other up and the ring explodes. You got to do something spectacular. You know what I mean? But this was a good match. Again, I like seeing Madcap Moss because I know he's a beast. He's a great dude, and he's just looking for his time to run in there and just take the crown, man. Give him a little bit of time, and he's gonna steal it. Trust me. Give him a couple years, Madcap Moss is gonna be on top. Fearless, what did you think of the match, man? I know we spoke about it earlier, and you were like, "Yo, fucking Gunther is great. He's incredible." And yeah, man, I'm glad you finally see it for him. But tell me what you thought about the match, bro.
I don't know. It was kind of like put together on some bullshit, honestly, the way I looked at it. Like, who the fuck? Like, even the announcer dude was like, yeah, why are these three together? You got the monster of all monsters, and you got Ricochet, which is the man. And then some other dude, I guess that was Ricochet's tag team partner. Moss.
No.
Yeah.
So right, Braun and Ricochet have been tag team partners for like a few months now, right?
Right.
So, and Madcap Moss is just kind of one of the lower middle level wrestlers, lower card wrestlers. Right, exactly. So he got to put him in with the stars so that people can see him more, and that whole thing.
Yeah. So I'm glad that Imperium won. I like that whole thing. They looked like they were, the more cohesive team.
Yes,
and
they are.
You can just tell like the way that they flow together and stuff like that. But yeah, I thought it was all right match because I like Ricochet. The acrobatics of that dude is
it's phenomenal.
insane.
And
Like,
it's
goofy.
That's only a tip of the iceberg, man. Like when we
Yeah.
start doing these watch-alongs, I'm gonna show you some old matches before. He used to be in a wrestling company called Lucha Underground, and just all the matches he has on the independents against everybody, man. Yeah, so this ain't even touching the iceberg of what Ricochet can really do, man. To be honest with you.
Yeah, he put his body on the line every time he out there. The only thing, like, it was a good match. You know, I thought it was fun. Like the way it ended, it was like, yeah, that was a good ending. So cause I know they fought already, so I know them two dudes got beef. With, you know, Gunther and the other dude, whatever his name is again. My fault, y'all.
Madcap.
But I would say that the Vikings coming in at the end was really weird.
Why?
Like
Well, they came to
what
fight
the
Sheamus
fuck?
and Drew, because you know Drew came down out of nowhere, you know.
Right, like he was just sitting there like for like 15 minutes, just
You know he was trying to be intimidating.
it didn't work. Like,
Yeah.
Gunther looked at him like why are you here?
Like, let's come down. Yeah,
he
yeah.
literally like
I'm supposed to be
legit,
afraid of you, nigga.
Yeah, like fuck you. like who is this dude? Like
Yeah.
that's the way he was looking at him. Like fuck you. I'm doing this match, and then he proceeds to body slam somebody. And then the Viking warriors came out of nowhere, and then the other Celtic warriors started coming out of nowhere, and then they all jumped in. Like the Celtic dudes won or beat up the Vikings, threw them over the turnbuckle or in the crowd, and then they just jumped in the crowd or jumped in the ring, Ricochet and all of them. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like this is
all right. So have you not been paying attention like the past like month or so? I mean, so the Viking Raiders, two bearded dudes, they've been having a beef with Sheamus and Drew McIntyre.
No, but I ain't expect them to come in during their match. Like it has nothing to do.
Well, they came in for Sheamus to whip Sheamus and Drew's ass, you know.
I guess that makes sense. I don't
So
know
this is what you do.
Up,
that has to be setting up a WrestleMania match between. This is what I feel.
Yeah.
Drew and Sheamus versus the Viking Raiders. And Drew and Sheamus, they call themselves the Banger Bros because they put on banger after banger after banger after banger. Right? So absolutely, man. It's going to be a great match because both of these dudes are hard hitting. Sheamus is low-key one of my favorite wrestlers. Drew is not phenomenal. And don't sleep on the Viking Raiders. Just because they look crazy, don't sleep on them, man. They will put on an excellent match if they make it to WrestleMania, you know?
So that was my whole recap of that. It was a good match. Gunther's awesome. Didn't know, you know. Now I see why he like did so much of WrestleMania. I understand why people like him a lot. But I really like Imperium. Like I just like their whole thing. Like I don't know. It just seems like a European style of wrestling, and it's like clean and technical. And
yes.
Fundamental. It's not like flippy and you know strength. It's just more like technical, and I'm glad
I'm glad you picked up on that, man. Yeah.
I mean, that's what they're doing. Like, that's how they wrestle. I mean, besides the finger stomps, but other than that, it's real clean, and I don't know. I like that style of wrestling. It looks cool when they're fighting like people that are like the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Big, Braun, like the monster dude. Then, you know, Ricochet flipping all over the fucking place. So it just really balanced it out well.
Dope, man. Okay, but man, I'm glad you're really starting to see the full picture, the big picture, man. Good job, bro. So let's move it on. Let's flip the script over to the next match. I don't know. Yeah, it was match LA Knight versus Kofi Kingston. LA Knight is the fucking man, bro. I love LA Knight. He used to be in NWA a few years ago. NWA, it kind of is owned by Billy Corgan, and they used to play it on YouTube. And he used to be known as Eli Drake, right? And you know how he's out there and he's like, yeah. He used to be like, yeah, dummy, calling the whole crowd dummy. He's like, dummy, yeah. And then everybody would say, yeah. But ever since he came to WWE, they don't let him say the dummy anymore. That shit would catch the fuck on if they let him say the dummy again, right? So anyway, love LA Knight. That dude's a star. They need to push the hell out of him. He doesn't mess up on the mic. He's one of the best that they have on the mic. He's not uncomfortable behind the mic. The dude, like, he never flubs his words. One of these guys right here is, he's incredible. And low-key, him going up against New Day is pretty tight too. I wish that would have went on for a little bit longer, man. But yeah, shout out to Kofi for getting the win. Maybe this is setting up something for them at WrestleMania. But yeah, I really like this match. I really like how they're pushing LA Knight. And yeah, it was really dope, man. It's good to see New Day back in the WWE after they came after NXT Tag Team title run. And you can always, New Day is always going to do something great. They're going to pull off something great. What did you feel about this match, man? How did you feel?
I felt it was all right.
Just
match,
okay.
you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
It was just
yeah.
like, y'all just randomly like beefing.
Mhm.
Like,
Because that's
Kofi
true.
is
Because
just-
it was LA Knight's time,
Yeah.
and then they came out and was like, "Oh, I'm like,
I
nigga,
know.
first off,
I-
how you gonna? What are you gonna do?" And keep talking.
I
Give me
know,
1
like,
second. Keep
they-
going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know they got to fight. The more he has to fight competition that allows for him to show his talents and to show that he can fight stars and stuff to build his name up, because Kofi Kingston is still a huge draw.
Yeah.
But, and this just might be my opinion, I know Kofi's been around for like what now, 15 years? or some shit?
It's been a while. Close
He's
to it. If not.
getting a little long in the tooth, so
Mhm.
I don't know, man. It's just like they be giving him, just assignments instead of
Yeah.
like storylines. Like
Well-
he ain't really getting those storylines. He's getting fights to help
Mhm.
build up other people, which is fine. He still got a job.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like a nigga got a job, nigga got a job. But I'm just saying, like, it's apparent to me as a new person, like, yo, his height of his popularity might be not there.
Got
not
you.
like, yeah.
So that's the business, right? So that's what you
That is
do.
the business.
So you have to kind of start losing to boost other people up to keep the business going, right? People did it to them 2013, 2014. New Day, WWE has already said that New Day is their best tag team of all time, greatest tag team of all time. It's a long reach, but that's just how prominent they are in the company. They built up from nothing. It was 3 dudes in singles who just couldn't get their bearing right. Like Vince wouldn't push them, and they came together and was like, this is what we want to do. And it became monstrous, man. So they had their time in 2013, 2014, blah, 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 and all these WrestleManias. A lot of people fell for them. They're like 8, 9-time tag team champions. So now you got to kind of have to, pass it along to the other new one. So yeah, he is getting kind of like that, just get out there and go do it type of treatment, but it's for the betterment of the business. And they do it because they're a good hand. They're great wrestlers. They're always going to, teach these people like this is the way to do it. If you have any questions, they're going to make it better for him, so. But I feel what you're saying nonetheless. Like, he's a vet. He shouldn't be, getting like this busy work, so to speak.
It's definitely busy work, but like it happens to the greatest. You know what I'm saying? And certainly
Yes.
in wrestling.
Yeah.
It's not like that in other sports, in my personal opinion, until you get real old and they put your ass on the bench. That's like this is like you become a 6th man on some Russell Westbrook type shit. You know what I'm saying? On some Carmelo Anthony type shit. You become like the 6th man, 7th, 8th man. You coming off the bench because you had a time. So I'm pretty sure if they keep doing this, he might leave the company, go to AEW.
I don't. No. He's gonna stay in WWE, man. He's gonna stay in
He
WWE.
might. I mean, he could. He's a veteran. He's like you say, he's Hall of Fame. Definitely Hall of Fame. I don't even know a lot about this nigga, and I know he Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it might be time to switch up the look though. A little old.
What do you mean?
To be doing this still Mario shit?
No. Like
y'all can
just
switch it up.
just like they said in the promo, being nerds have made us money. Them niggas are rich, bro. Real
They
talk.
did say that. They did.
And
say
they
nerds
do this
have
and they
made us
do
money.
this shit all the time, man. It's not just the cartoony shit. Too. Like sometimes, like in our times and strife of things happen in a black community, they always show out. They always wear like they wore an outfit that showed all the black people's names during COVID when something happened, and they came out to the ring and they did the fist, like they went out there and did the fist. So they always representing. You know what I mean? So don't let like the goofy shit and the twerking and the Mario Brothers and Super or Street Fighter outfits fool you, man, because they get busy, they get down, and they will fuck you up. You know what I mean? So the rest of that shit is just for show.
Look at that passion.
Hey, man.
I got the passion for them niggas. But I wasn't watching shit when they was winning championships and breaking records and all that shit. I wasn't
Right.
watching none of that.
Right.
So I'm just looking at 2 older black dudes out there wrestling. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? But it's all perspective, right? But I
Right.
know they legends, and I love the fact that they're celebrated. I just wish they would get a storyline to like do something else.
But they just
You know,
had a
instead of just
storyline in
fighting randos.
NXT. You know, they just came up for that storyline in NXT.
Yeah, but let them get storyline than the main thing. I don't think they're going. Can you have WrestleMania without Kofi Kingston or New Day?
Yeah. Well, you can, but even like a few years ago, they didn't have a match, but they hosted WrestleMania, which actually came out dope. So you can have it out without New Day, but people want New Day. Like, you got to find something from the new, even if it's not wrestle.
Obviously, gonna fuck somebody up. They fighting somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, this is like the best time to watch like this shit. Like, to watch wrestling, this is the best time because it's leading up to WrestleMania.
Yes.
This is the best time.
Yes.
Like, really it is. Like, it's this and like SummerSlam, from my understanding. And whatever one they have in the fall. What's that one called?
Survivor Series. So it's the bigger
Survivor
ones are
Series.
A Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. You can give or take Survivor Series, but yeah, it's usually a big one.
Yeah. So, all right, keep it pushing, broski.
My man. All right, let's go right into it to Domi and Mami. So yeah, Dominik Mysterio, man. I love this. Let me say this. Dominik goes up against Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair could have absolutely murdered this dude, right? So he's trying to find like some common ground between the two. Like, your father did this, my father did this to me. First off, don't compare what your father did to you to what her father did to her. She's like a 14-time champion. Her father done been into it a couple times, but sure, they made up. You're just being a spoiled fucking brat, Dom. Like, straight up, bro. Like, and I love the tension that they had in the ring and the tension that they had in the Rey Mysterio match. And I loved how, because I didn't see this coming for whatever reason. I knew they said that Charlotte and Rhea was going to do the face-to-face, and Dominik came with her, of course. So that set up Dominik to be able to go face-to-face with his father, Rey. I didn't think that would happen. I didn't see that coming. So it was great how they kind of made that come together. Now, I believe Rhea is just a little bit afraid of Charlotte. But she's not afraid of anybody else. Like, she'll stand in front of anybody else for Dom. But she made Dom go out there and spill his little heart out, and I love her. And Charlotte was like, my nigga, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, I'm gonna slap the taste out your mouth, man. Like, straight up, just move along, man. But then she came out, gave a little, a little stare down or whatever, and I'm like, whatever. But first of all, it's just Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is the best wrestler in WWE. What the fuck you gonna do about it? Like, what are you gonna say? She deserves to be champion. She's gonna be 20-time champion before the year is over. Like, Charlotte Flair is the best. So I'm sorry. I really think she's gonna whoop Rhea's ass. Rhea's gonna bring it to her, but Rhea still hasn't learned her lesson yet. And the only person that can really teach her, because she's been running roughshod through all these women, and she has a roadblock right here with Charlotte Flair. And I think Charlotte Flair is gonna destroy her, or I hope she does, because I feel like Dom needs to see his mommy get her ass kicked, and then Dom is gonna fight Rey at WrestleMania, I think, and I think he's gonna get his ass kicked there too, So shout out to the best wrestler in WWE, Charlotte Flair, and shout out to Rhea Ripley's gonna get her ass whooped. This was a cool little promo. I like this. I appreciate it a little bit. What did you think of the first face-to-face between Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley, Mami?
I think Mami gonna win.
I kind of feel it that way too. I kind of feel it.
Just for the storyline, I feel like the Judgment Day motherfuckers is gonna be like the new evil empire. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're gonna win everything they do on WrestleMania night. Like, they're gonna come out of that bitch with all types of shit.
What you mean when you say that?
Because that's a good storyline to have, like the evil empire, like the evil group, like NWA was back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, having
these unstoppable force of these like golf fake Chicano motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, yeah.
I don't like, what's his name again?
Finn Balor.
No, the other nigga.
Damian Priest.
The other one.
Finn, Damian. Dom. Okay, Dom. Sorry.
Yeah.
Dominik.
I don't like Dom, like, in general as a character, but I think that he could really wrestle.
He's green. Very green.
He's green.
Give him some time. Yeah.
How is he that? Is that really Rey Mysterio's son?
Yes. That's the only reason.
He's like 6'2". I don't understand it.
Yeah,
Rey Mysterio my height.
Rey Mysterio, he's our height, absolutely. Rey Mysterio is like
Who
5'6".
did he
Yes.
marry?
His wife is beautiful. His wife is, taller than him. They've been together for ages. They have two.
Okay,
He's the
that's
smallest
what it
person
is.
in his family.
He
Yeah,
is
his wife.
for real?
Yeah, shortest person in his family. But his wife is beautiful.
He must have been smoking early or something.
Stupid. Yeah, you
Drinking and
stupid, man.
smoking.
Yo, leave Ray alone. Leave
Ray kick my ass. He's still
Oh my God,
got it,
bro. Yeah.
Like, but in terms of just like his son, I hate the jail stuff. It makes me mad.
I love
because
it.
It's just like
That's the
I
point.
hate it.
Yeah, because he's like,
So,
nigga, you was
yeah,
in for 3 hours, man. Don't be like where I'm from, nigga.
Like, nobody never be saying it besides like one or two people. So it's just like I don't know who that Mexican wrestler was with that promo that they did with Rey Mysterio.
So I'm glad you brought that up. That's Santos Escobar, and he's the shit too.
He
Santos,
looks like he on some old cocaine.
yo, I know, right? That cocaine look, right?
Cartel.
yeah, that Medellin looking, Colombian looking motherfucker.
Fight that motherfucker.
So Santos, I think he may be next up, bro. I think Santos may be next up because WWE always needs like a Hispanic wrestler that they can, because
there's a lot of Latin people that watch this shit.
yes, exactly. And
insane.
when you go to Texas and places like that, LA, you need
a star,
you need that.
like-
It's always Ray,
Can't
Santos
be
is next up.
Ray 59.
Exactly.
Drag
So
Ray out there, man.
I kind of think they're doing that pass the torch joint, man. I love it because Santos is next up. He deserves it. And
I think his son gonna
yeah.
switch back. I think Dom's gonna switch back eventually.
Eventually,
He's
yeah.
gonna switch.
Eventually,
But it's
yeah.
gonna be like 2 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna take because that's like I said. Like I think they're going Judgment Day is gonna win, and they're gonna rule for a while. They ain't gonna win like tag team matches, none of that bullshit. But not now. You know what I'm saying? That might be later.
Mm-hmm.
A couple like I don't know, maybe next year's WrestleMania. Just from my uneducated opinion.
Maybe.
But I feel like Judgment Day is gonna fuck people up. And I think they're gonna cheat the whole time. They ain't gonna win nothing head to head. Rhea ain't gonna beat Charlotte Flair head to head. They gonna cheat.
Yeah, always.
A ref gonna get knocked out. Somebody gonna hit her ass with a chair, and then they gonna wake up another ref, and then boom. That's
Hey,
the
man.
way it goes.
You already know the formula, my
That's
nigga.
fucked
You
up.
already know the formula.
That's
If they and I got a feeling they're gonna make this like a no DQ match somehow, like no DQ, no holds barred. Then of course some shit like that's definitely gonna happen,
yeah, somebody definitely
So,
gonna get fucked up. Cause I don't know who
word.
Charlotte like have like on her squad. Like I don't know if she
Nobody.
has, like,
It's
a
just
lot-
her right
yeah,
now.
It's just
Yeah,
her,
no.
right?
Mhm.
I mean, ain't her dad gonna come out there? Like,
I mean, he could.
I mean, he could. Yeah, Rick could just make an appearance. That documentary was lit, and it did just come out a couple months ago. So he could, but I don't think so.
So here we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the next one, man, and that is Bray Wyatt. These Bray Wyatt vignettes are getting creepy. They're getting weird, and quite frankly, I can't say that I truly understand them, but I've never understood them. But they are entertaining as hell. They're pretty much giving Bray Wyatt carte blanche to do whatever the hell he wants, and he's taking it. So yeah, no, I mean, I guess that's fine. I guess we can continue to watch these things and pretend like we know what the hell what he's talking about. But I do not. But I like the fact that he doesn't wrestle a lot, and they're keeping him in everybody's heads, in everybody's minds. So when he does wrestle, it's important. It's major. This is kind of like how they should have done with Big Show. Someone like Big Show, like years and ages ago, 20 years ago, instead of making him wrestle every week, like he's an attraction. Bray Wyatt is making himself an attraction. And I'm pretty sure that most wrestling fans know, maybe not you, Fearless, but this Uncle Howdy character. I'm more than sure that it's Bo Dallas. Now, Bo Dallas is an old wrestler. He used to wrestle back in WWE for a while, and NXT. He was NXT's champion. He's Bray Wyatt's brother, real life brother. And so I think that he may be making a comeback as well. And they're going to show us sooner or later that he's Uncle Howdy. I feel like it's Bo Dallas. Who the hell else could it be? So he's talking about Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. So it's probably going to be him and Bobby at WrestleMania. But I want to know what the problem is with Bobby. Like, why is he going after Bobby? Why does he want Bobby? Why did he come out and say, whoever wins this match, I'm going to come after you? Like, what is all this for? Nothing has really been explained. Did Bobby scratch his car? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, give me something that I can sink my teeth into instead of this dude just going around and terrorizing everybody backstage, So hopefully we'll get a story behind it and why he wants to terrorize poor old Bobby Lashley, outside of the fact that he's just bored. But yeah, like I said, still love Bray Wyatt. It's still good to have him back. And but how do you feel about these? Like you watch the vignettes, like
Are you talking about the Playhouse shit?
Yes, the Firefly Funhouse. Excuse me. Yeah.
First of all, that shit is creepy. That's the first thing. Second of all, I don't think that this guy has to have a reason. Like, not everything has to be a laid out storyline. I think he could just be like a crazy terrorist.
Okay.
And, I mean, Mankind was kind of like that. Like, he was just like dog off the chain, just fighting everything he fucking find, just bugging. Mankind would just be. He had a couple of storylines, but usually Mankind just come out of nowhere and put his hand all the way down his fucking throat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and
he ain't had no reason. He'll just do it to anybody. He ain't give a fuck about nothing. If he saw somebody having fun, he wanted to have fun. So why can't this dude just be? He lost his mind. He just.
Well, no, he's definitely lost. Yeah, he both of those. He's lost his mind and he's off his rocker. It's just like Bobby Lashley hasn't said anything. Yeah, but Bobby hasn't said anything like, "Yo,
I know.
What the fuck do you want with me?"
I don't think that's. It's so hard to keep all this stuff together. I think that them doing this and, like you said, just letting him go for what he knows, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then pivot. But it seems like it's working. It's weird. Everybody be looking at it like, what the fuck is going on with this dude? He's a weirdo. It's like, fuck. And then he just come out and body slam somebody whenever they feel like having body slam. So I know it's like not something like drawn out, but just think of him like the Joker. That's the way I'm looking at him. I'm looking at Joker, agent of chaos. He's just out there fucking people up whenever you feel like it. And I like the fact that you could be doing a backstage interview and out of nowhere, this nigga comes up his body. Like anybody. I wish he would terrorize a woman. I know WWE would never do that. Ever. Now,
they've done it before. Not yet. Okay,
they've done it before, but not in this day and age. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could though. He could just fuck up a whole match out of nowhere and just have no reason because he's gone. Too many fucking hits. CTE. He's not here. So that's my own personal opinion.
Okay. Good way to think about it. Good way to look at it. Let's move forward to Karrion Kross and Rey Mysterio. You said you didn't like this match. You said Rey looked old. I do think he kind of slowed down a little bit. He was slowing down a little bit in this match. I don't think it was because he was old. I think it was just because of the pace of the match. He probably didn't want to go too fast fighting Karrion Kross. But take his time. He didn't want to do too much either because the match itself was. So there's this thing where you don't want to give too much too soon, or if you don't have to. So that's my thing. Maybe he wasn't doing everything. He do his basic moves, the things that people come out to see. But I believe that he didn't want to do too much because at the end of the match, Dominik was going to mess it up anyway, and that was the main story that's being told. So yeah, he had to take a couple of bumps. Karrion Kross had to take a couple of bumps, but I think the main story is Dominik keeps fucking with Rey. And Rey, let me say this too. They had their little standoff in the ring, Rey and Dom, after the match. Rey tried to hold his fist and his anger to not knock his own son out. And I was kind of in limbo with this. Because my thing is, I was like, yo, he's being mad disrespectful. Knock his ass out, right? But then I was like, I kind of understand because you really don't want to embarrass your kids in public. Like, you kids may be acting out. They may embarrass you in public. And, you want to whoop them. You want to spank them. You don't want to, but there's people around. White people are going to call the police on you. Like, what are you doing? So you don't want to, So yeah, you just don't want to embarrass your kids in public. So I kind of feel that with Rey. You don't want like no Master P and Lil Romeo shit happening where like his family squabbles over online and people are seeing like what's going on in your family and what's happening in your house when it's nobody's business. That's kind of like what I see going on here, and where Dominik doesn't care. Rey's got to teach him. Rey's gonna teach him. And I still don't feel like Rey is going to win. If they have this match at WrestleMania, I don't feel like Rey is going to win. But Dominik needs to be taught that you don't air out family business like this. And yeah, man, he needs his little ass whooped because he thinks his little homies at his side. And I don't know, they may turn his back on him, or when they really need him, not turn his back on him, turn their back on him, like leave him high and dry. But like, whoa, like damn, this is worse than what we thought. Let's get the hell out of here. I think that's when it's gonna finally click to Dominik. Like, yo, this is family shit. This is family business. We don't need to bring the cameras all the time. I don't need to bring Rhea around trying to fuck up, my dad's house during the holidays and smack him in the ring and shit like that. So yeah, man, this little Nero needs to be taught a lesson, man. But you say you didn't like the match. Tell me why you didn't really care for the match, and tell me how you feel about Dom and Ray.
I feel that the Dom and Ray storyline, I'm right now looking at pictures of them fighting together, him getting his son in there, all of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I see a picture where Dom is actually holding up Ray.
Yeah.
On his shoulders. Like, yo, this nigga's really small. Like, it's so weird. But
it's different.
It is different. It's weird that he's just that long. He's like, his son is so big. It's fucking crazy. I'm happy for his son though, thank God. But the thing that kind of trips me out is like, this is a really crazy storyline. But the reason why I know this isn't real at all is because Latinos would have been, that nigga would have been buried. This is coming from a real Latin person, by the way.
Word.
I would have been gone. You heard me? Like, disappeared. Like, nigga, I ain't never doing no podcast again. I'm gone. So that's the only thing that kind of always like, man, shit.
I got you.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's a cool storyline. I can't wait for him to stop being the heel though. So I can see him actually like take up his father's mantle and really like be the Mysterio. Because I think the boy has a lot of talent. I haven't. Really
he's got a super long. Yeah, he's got a super long way to go, man. Because he's no high flyer like his dad, But
so he's just more like middle.
Well, he's still learning. Yeah, he's still learning. He's super green. He's still learning. He's done a lot. Like him and Ray have won the tag team championships, the Smackdown tag team championships during COVID. But that's only because of the strength that nigga, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, is your father. But he's still like, I've heard rumors like, yo, my nigga, you got to get your body right. Like, you can't be out there with the Judgment Day. Come on, man. Fucking Finn has 10-pack abs. You have Rhea Ripley, who's swolled up to the gills, and Damian Priest, who's like 7'9", and that dude is stacked. Like, bro, you can't be the weak link on this team, man. You looking like the mascot more than one of the members on the team. Like, you gotta, get in the ring.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all he do is talk shit. And yeah, I give him that. He needs to just get he got to get his gear up. I don't know why he ain't taking the gear. It's not that hard. They don't test for that. Just go ahead and get your gear up. You can take all the testosterone you need and then do some push-ups. Don't get big as a bitch. So
this is the new generation, man. They don't want to put those things in their body.
They all take steroids. Okay, don't even think that they don't. Don't let that creep in your mind. They all on gear, but it's okay. Everybody uses it, so it's not a big deal. It's not a big thing.
No, all of them use it. I don't use it.
Everybody uses it. You ever had testosterone pills? This definitely get cut out the top.
Why? No, I've never had testosterone.
When you're in your 40s.
Shit.
It's okay.
I don't want it.
Yes, you do. It's gonna help you. It's gonna make you feel better because you're gonna be feeling real estrogen.
Yeah.
You know what we're gonna do, period, nigga. For real, you heard me?
No word.
But anyway, want to see these two wrestle. So go ahead, homie.
Who? Ray and Dom?
Yeah, I want to see Ray and Dom wrestle at WrestleMania, but I think it might be still a little too early. I might be wrong. I don't know how long it's been marinating, but I would love to see them wrestle. But I think Ray's probably gonna wrestle somebody else. But I think he's a wrestle his son.
I think he will too, and I think it'll be the end of it too. I think Ray will probably hang him up after this. Yeah, because I mean,
Ray's done?
Yeah, because how else would you want to go out? You know what I mean? Like your son
beating your arch rival, your son.
Or letting your son beat you. Because really what you do when you leave out, when you're a vet like that and you leave out, you actually lose to the person, the next person coming up. So, what else?
That's a good point. Yeah, I beat my dad. So
I made him retire. Come on, man. Put that shit on your back. You got that for life, bro.
And then he still be part of Judgment Day and talk mad shit. But he don't like he in wrestling shape right now. Them skinny jeans don't look too skinny. I just noticed that, like, yo, I've seen everybody else on Judgment Day wrestle multiple times. I ain't never seen him wrestle yet. So I don't know if he injured or just talking shit, but he always be on the sidelines with his
Yeah.
fake ass bandana on. He ain't
Yeah,
no
he's doing
choke,
his
though, man.
he's doing his thug thizzle, man.
Wearing off white.
Off white, yeah. $900 shirt, nigga. You okay?
Smack the
Okay.
shit out y'all. And you ripped it. I should kill you. You know what I do for that fabric?
Man.
It's a body bag. Well, go ahead, bro. My bad.
No, it's good. We're gonna okay, last but not least, the confrontation between Jimmy J and Sammy. I don't see, here's my thing. It's getting down to the nitty-gritty because like it's things are happening in bits and pieces now. And this is what I like because it's like instead of having him get his ass whooped by the bloodline, it's like last week he talked to Jay and everything was cool. This week he talked to Jimmy and Jimmy wasn't really hearing it. You know, so I kind of understand it. I kind of feel that. And Jamie, I really think Jimmy was just put in an awkward position where he's like, yo, I know Roman's going to be watching this. Like, I have to react. I have to do something. Don't feel like Jimmy really wanted to. Or maybe that's what I'm hoping, that he really didn't want to. He just kind of had to. Because even Jay, like, Jay didn't step in to help his brother. You know what I mean? And I think that's going to come back and bite him in the ass next week when Jimmy was like, yo, where were you? You standing there watching him kick my ass? So, yeah, man, I love where this is going. But I'm telling you, man, this is going on. This needs to be. I think I really want to see Sammy and Roman again. I want to see Sammy and Roman again. I really don't think this will be. I don't think the tag team match of Sammy and KO versus the Usos. I really don't think that's gonna put like that nail in the coffin for Bloodline. You know, even though they've been both fucking them up this whole time, I really don't think that'll be the nail in the coffin. If it were me, I'm just doing my backstage booking. If it were me, on Saturday, I would have the tag team match between KO and Sammy versus the Usos. And then I would have that triple threat match of Roman, Cody, and Sammy the next night. So Sammy will be pulling double duty, but oh well. Sammy is the person to destroy the bloodline completely. I understand Cody needing to finish his story. But in order to take down the bloodline, who at least Roman has been in charge for like 2.5 years, champion for 2.5 years, the only person where it will be fulfilled as a wrestling fan to topple that Roman Empire would be Sami Zayn right now. Just lowly, regular Sami Zayn, long hair, big ass bushy beard. Dude be coming out with his hoodie on, like regular ass dude, just like that on some Daniel Bryan shit. You know, he needs to be the person that will bring it down. And I'll feel more satisfied if it was him. I wouldn't be mad if Cody did it, but Cody's not bringing anything down. Cody is just fighting for the championship. He's not going to he's not trying to bring down Roman Reigns. He's just trying to finish the story. Sammy wants to bring all that shit down because he knows it's not good for wrestling. It's not good for the company. And just like John Cena said a couple years ago to Roman Reigns, you haven't been embarrassed yet. And Sami Zayn is that person to embarrass the shit out of him because he's beaten everybody on the roster somehow, some way. And Sami Zayn is that one person that comes through like he's half your size and he takes everything from you. Like when you started this with Paul Heyman a couple years ago, did you think Sam would be the one to fuck you up? No, not at all. You thought it may be The Rock, like The Rock will come out and play. But if Sammy does it, I'm telling you, bro, the roof will be just blown off of all of wrestling. So I really like the confrontation. It was minimal, but it got the point across, and it leaves you ready for the next week, right? So, but I really feel like Sammy's that one. But Fearless, tell me what you think, man. Give me your.
I think you're right about
bro?
the tag team. I think that's the only way it's gonna work. KO, Sammy versus the Usos. That'll be like taking away that from them. I think they'll win that, and they'll take away the tag team championship match, and then Cody is going to beat Roman. But I feel exactly where you're coming from. It is not. They have to do something. They have to figure it out to get Sammy some way around the title.
Yeah.
Because like Cody, they don't have no beef. But this is the one thing I think that you might be missing, homie.
What's that?
Paul Heyman. So Paul Heyman is the like granddad of the bloodline, right?
Yeah.
But you see him and Cody, the way they be talking,
Yeah.
he's going to be right close to Cody once Cody win the championship. He's going to move away from the bloodline. He's going to go right to Cody.
So you think if he wins, he'll follow that championship with Cody?
Yeah, he going.
I don't think Cody's gonna want him though.
They might not want him, so he might be left out there looking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But it might end up happening just like, since you did so much for my father, I'm gonna still hold you up.
Okay.
And then that will be like their own storyline ish. So when Cody reigns, he would still have Paul Heyman, and then Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns gonna have beef.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Sets up more story for the future.
Set up more story for the future for more shit. That's what I'm seeing. That's why they keep doing so many solo promos with Paul Heyman and Cody and having all this heartfelt shit. This thing in the cast, this is crazy. Like, where the fuck is Roman Reigns at? Cody is just like the challenger. Cody does deserve to be champion because of everything he's done. I mean, that motherfucker started his own company. That's how bad he deserved to be champion. He's a legacy fighter. His dad never was champion. Goldust never was champion, right?
Right now, yeah, no.
So it's like too many people passed over, too many weird storylines. Cody does deserve to be the champion. Cody should not fight Sammy yet because they have zero beef. It'll be just a match. They don't have zero beef. So in the next 5 weeks, unless they can set up something crazy between Sammy, Cody, and Roman, like a three-way, because that has happened. They have had three ways.
Yeah.
But like that shit it doesn't make sense right now. Why the fuck would Cody allow for Sammy to come and do a three-way?
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. It's just like, the way I'm looking at it right now, unless something happens in the next 5 weeks, they need to get this shit going. So I saw on Smackdown, Roman Reigns is going to be there on Monday.
Right.
He's coming.
He's going to be there on Friday. He's going to be on Monday?
It said Raw. It said, I think I might be lying, y'all. Sorry. I swear I saw Roman Reigns on Monday Night Raw. So I think that's only the first, him and Cody. But I don't think that has nothing to do with Sammy and them. Unless for some psycho reason they say fuck KO and it's Sammy and Cody for the tag team championship. That'd be crazy. But it don't make no sense.
No, yeah, that makes no sense. Yeah, no.
So, like you said, bro, Sammy is the one that should bring this down. So how the fuck is it possible? He can bring down the tag team, and then like they continue it all the way up to SummerSlam, but just being like, we destroyed the tag team. Now that the bloodline's crumbling, Roman lost, so it's like it's crumbling. But what if Roman just crazy wins and beats Cody?
Right.
But he's by himself now because the bloodlines failed. So now he's by himself. That's what I'm saying. It's like it could go either way, but I think Cody is still going to win. But the story is fractured because I don't think they knew Sammy was going to be this popular. Until this point.
Yeah.
I think they thought that him winning the tag team with KO would be fine. But now it's like, no, he should be the champion.
Right.
That's the problem.
Right.
That's the problem. That's why the WWE is scared that they're going to be like, we want Sammy or Sammy deserves it or whatever the fuck they do during that match with Cody. But like you said, I don't think they'll do that because everybody love Cody too. Motherfuckers love Cody.
Yeah.
But they love Sammy more right now for the championship.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Just now.
I feel like this is why I'm like, fuck. I wish it weren't WrestleMania time yet. I wish this was like Money in the Bank or No Mercy.
Yep.
Yeah, because they would have definitely made this a triple threat match. But I mean, I'm glad I'm not a writer. I'm glad I'm not a producer because I don't know what the hell direction I would want to go in. But it's good to have many directions.
Right. It makes more sense. But Roman and Cody has no beef, no issue, nothing going on. So the only thing I'm relying on is Paul Heyman.
Right.
Paul Heyman going to switch sides. Once the bloodline falls apart, he's going to switch sides. And I think that you're going to see at WrestleMania, you're going to see Judgment Day make that shift over to being like the main group. And bloodline going to be deteriorated. And then all these motherfuckers going to be fighting. And Paul Heyman going to go right to Cody and be like, yo, I helped your father out. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And he's going to be like, all right, fuck it. Let's get it. Let's start the reign.
Yeah.
And then Cody going to start his own blonde hair freaks, or whatever they're going to call it. Arians, whatever they call it. I don't know.
Blonde hair freaks. All right, man. That's a good take. I didn't think of that, man.
See, fresh mind. I don't know.
See, man. Exactly. But this shit works though. See, that's
I
what I
know, right?
mean, man. This is what makes it so fun. The only thing is just don't let the easy booking get to your head, because that's how people become just pissed off wrestling fans, and all they do is talk shit about it because their favorite wrestler isn't winning. So
I don't
don't be
got
one
no
of them
favorite
people,
wrestler
man.
right now, but
Yeah.
the ones I do have that's favorite, Chase U, they ass ain't and they ain't there yet. But when they get there, then it's a whole nother ballgame. Now it's time to kick some ass. They gonna fuck people up. So y'all better get the fuck out the way. Cause
Oh
they
my
coming for
God,
all the
he's serious as
championships.
hell.
You
Yeah.
heard me? They coming for all the championships. Chase U coming. They gonna be the fucking Universal, Intercontinental, American Tag Team. What's the other fucking one? SmackDown Women's Champion. All that shit. Damn,
I
Chase
have
gonna
failed,
win SmackDown Women's
bro.
Championship. He gonna win all that shit. You
Man,
heard
I
me?
failed you. I have failed you as a teacher, man. I don't get it, man.
They
But
coming,
hey,
bro.
you
And the
like what
shirt
you
is
like,
on the
brother.
way. The
You ordered
shirt
one
is
for
on the
real?
fucking way. Yeah, it should be here in 2 weeks. It will be
God
here.
damn.
I'm gonna have it by WrestleMania. Nigga, the shipping was $35. I said,
Why?
God damn, where's she coming from?
Where did you
Indonesia?
ship? Yeah, you went to WWE shop?
Yes, nigga. That's the only place I
Did
can
you
find. I
buy?
went to his Twitter page
Wait, did you buy?
and I
Wait.
followed the link.
No, it was bro. You spent $35 for shipping?
That's what it was, bro. 35
No, bro.
$60
No,
altogether.
for one shirt.
For one t-shirt. It just says Chase.
Nah, bro.
You.
Nah, bro. They got your ass, man. You, bro. Nah. How much? The shirt was like $30, right?
No, it was $20 on sale.
Okay, fine. But you spent $35 for shipping. Was it? What the fuck are you doing, bro?
I don't know. Keep going. Is that the end? That's the last thing he got?
Yeah. That
For
was the last thing.
WrestleMania?
That was the last thing. Yes. That was the last thing for SmackDown. Be sure to watch SmackDown next Friday. That's when
Raw.
yes, and Raw on Monday, of course. And we will be back with you guys with our opinions as well. We got more reviews for the matches for Raw and for SmackDown next week, and AEW as well. So thank you guys for listening so very much to Only Built for Wrestling Rings. I am Wayne, Big Homie Wayne, the Knowledge Wrestling God. And of course, right next to me, in front of me, is the greatest rapper of all time, Jimmy B. Fearless. Please go out and find his music, his Spa and Kobayashi. But thank you guys so very much for tuning in. This has been a YFM podcast sports production. And we will see you guys next time, next week. And thank you so very much. And y'all have a great morning, a great afternoon, and a great night. Peace out.